This is a pinch of saffron. It weighs less than a paperclip. It costs more per gram than gold. These threads are not seeds, not bark, not dried leaves. They are the stigmas of a flower that blooms for 2 weeks a year and produces exactly 3 threads per blossom. To fill a single jar, someone picked 75,000 flowers by hand before sunrise. No machine can do it faster. The entire global supply depends on human fingers working in the dark. And yet, somewhere between that field and your kitchen, something goes wrong. Up to 30% of saffron sold worldwide is not saffron at all. So how does the real thing get made? Who is faking it? And what can you check on the jar in your kitchen tonight? 3,000 years before anyone used saffron in food, it was a dye. The Persians soaked royal robes in it. The Egyptians wove it into burial shrouds. A Bronze Age fresco on Crete, painted around 1700 BCE, shows women harvesting the threads in a scene nearly identical to how it is done today. The plant itself is a biological dead end. Crocus sativus is a sterile triploid. It cannot produce seeds. Every saffron crocus on Earth is a clone, propagated by splitting the corm, a swollen underground stem that sends up one purple flower each autumn. One mutation, one disease. The entire species could collapse. Cultivation moved east with the Persians around 500 BCE into India. Arab traders brought it to Spain during the Moorish expansion. By the Middle Ages, saffron was so valuable that merchants caught adulterating it were buried alive under their own stock in Nuremberg. The punishment had a name: the Saffron Show Code. And still, the fraud did not stop. Today, one country controls the supply. Iran grows over 90% of the world's saffron. Most comes from a single province in the northeast called Khorasan, where farming families have tended the same fields for generations. Saffron begins underground. In late summer, a corm the size of a walnut sits dormant beneath dry soil. It needs heat, then cold, then moisture in that order. When autumn temperatures drop below 15 degrees Celsius, the corm sends up a thin green shoot. Within days, a purple flower pushes through. The bloom lasts roughly a week. Inside each flower sit 3 crimson stigmas, each thinner than a strand of hair, between 2 and 4 centimeters long. At the base, a pale yellow style connects them to the plant. The stigmas must be removed before the sun hits them, because heat breaks down the compounds that give saffron its color, flavor, and aroma. Harvest begins before dawn. Workers move through the rows, bent at the waist, plucking each flower by hand. A skilled picker collects 1,500 flowers per hour. The entire field must be cleared in days. Any flower left too long opens fully and the stigmas degrade. Next comes separation. Workers sit at long tables with the flowers piled before them. They hold each blossom between thumb and forefinger, pull out the 3 red stigmas, and snap them free from the yellow style. The highest grade, Nagan, contains only the deep crimson tips. Sargol includes the upper red portion. Pushel keeps part of the yellow style attached. The more yellow, the lower the grade. One person separates roughly 500 grams of fresh stigmas per day. Fresh stigmas contain 80% moisture. After drying, that 500 grams becomes roughly 100 grams of finished saffron. Drying is the most sensitive step. Traditional producers spread stigmas on a fine mesh screen at 35 to 45 degrees Celsius for 20 to 30 minutes. Too much heat destroys saffronal, the compound responsible for aroma. Too little, and moisture stays trapped, inviting mold. What makes saffron saffron is chemistry. 3 molecules do the work. Crocin produces the golden yellow color that bleeds into rice and broth. Picrocrocin creates the bitter, metallic taste. Saffronol delivers the earthy, honey-like scent. Quality is measured under ISO 3632, which grades saffron into 3 categories by crocin content. Category 1 scores above 200 coloring units. Below 120 barely qualifies. The scale of the harvest is staggering. 1 kilogram of dried saffron requires 150,000 to 200,000 flowers. A single hectare produces 10 to 15 kilograms. Total labor runs to 1,200 hours per hectare per year, and 72% goes to picking and separating alone. The price makes fraud inevitable. At $5,000 to $11,000 per kilogram, saffron tops every food fraud watch list. A 2025 study found that 20 to 30% of commercial saffron worldwide is adulterated. In regulated European markets, the rate drops to 3.5%. In parts of India, it hits 60%. The methods range from crude to invisible: dyed corn silk, safflower petals, shredded paper soaked in food coloring. More sophisticated operations spray real threads with honey or glycerin to inflate weight by 15%. Others sell exhausted saffron, threads already soaked for dye, dried, and repackaged. The pattern mirrors olive oil, where relabeling at industrial scale turned a premium product into a global guessing game. But the deepest fraud is not in the threads. It is on the label. Iran produces over 90% of the world's saffron. Spain produces less than 1.5 metric tons per year. Yet in 2010, Spain exported nearly 190 metric tons labeled as Spanish. The math does not work until you follow the money. Iranian saffron ships in bulk to Spain, gets repackaged, relabeled, and sold to the world as a Spanish product. Sanctions against Iran made direct export nearly impossible. Banking restrictions blocked transactions. So the saffron moves sideways, through Afghanistan, the UAE, Hong Kong. 10 tons per month are estimated to leave Iran through unofficial channels. The farmer in Khorasan who picked the flowers before dawn earns a fraction of the final price. The label says Spain. That label might be on a jar in your kitchen right now. There is one test you can run tonight without a lab. Drop 3 or 4 threads into a glass of cold water. Do not stir. Wait 15 minutes. Real saffron releases its color slowly. The water turns golden yellow, like honey dissolved in sunlight. The threads stay red. Pull one out and rub it between your fingers. It should feel slippery, but hold its shape. If the water turns red or orange within seconds, that is artificial dye. If the threads dissolve or turn white, they were never saffron. If nothing happens, you likely have safflower, the most common substitute. Price is the second check. Real saffron costs between $5 and $12 per gram at retail. If a jar holds 1 gram and costs $2, it is not saffron. No farmer can pick 75,000 flowers by hand for $2. Buy whole threads, never powder. Powder hides adulteration. Look for ISO 3632 on the label. If no grade is listed, assume the worst. 3 threads per flower. 75,000 flowers per kilogram. Vanilla requires the same patience. But the fraud is not in the bean. It is in the extract. That's the process. We reveal how things actually work, one story at a time. If there's something you'd like us to explore next, let us know. Until then, trust the process.